I'm just going to show you how all this kind of stuff works. This is the main page right here. You can see we're offering a special lifetime access to the page. ActionHOA is about putting access to information at the fingertips of people who are dealing with really frustrating HOAs. Right now, 82% of houses built are under HOAs, right? And the founding fathers separated division of power between legislative, judicial, and executory authorities because they didn't want one entity to specifically have all the control. They didn't want them interpreting the law, writing the law, and enforcing the law, right? But what we've done now, as we've gotten more and more comfortable with technology, we've delegated those authorities to agents. And agents are representing this contractual oversight with our property. And so you have a lot of abuse with that. There's no judicial oversight. There's no legislative review. There's no executive component where things like that are getting too complicated. So we're here to bring a technological solution that uses technology to bring transparency to these different board members and allows people to kind of have reciprocity between other communities. This is the dashboard. As soon as you get into the dashboard, this is where you can begin working. You can jump straight in your HOA investigator and start chatting with the bot. It's so smart. It is mind blowing every time I use it. I'm still like today, I was shocked by some of the responses that it gave me. Then we've got our reform action plans. So if you find an action plan within the HOA investigator, you can save it there. And then you've got our strategy sessions. I'm going to walk you all through this really quick. Okay. So the Academy, this breaks down how it all works, how large language models work, the concept of contextualization, how to put blinders on a racehorse so it's not just running every direction, how to avoid hallucinations using AI. And you've seen like those hands with 7 fingers and weird stuff like that, right? How to render this down to have a really narrow scope that's efficient, effective, timely, and useful for people that need this in order to push back when they have a lot of ambiguity and a lot of people who need clarity, right? We're here to solve problems and leave things better than we found it. I think all of us believe in the exact same mission, and that's the crux of entrepreneurship, and that's why I'm so excited about this opportunity. So these are the uploaded documents. So dashboard, Academy teach you about it. Documents is where you get the meat and potatoes in here. So you upload these HOA documents. You can already see I have some. You can click to upload them, drag, drop them, whatever way you've done it in any other platform, it's exactly the same. You just upload them right up in there. Once you've done that, you go straight to your AI tools. It's the next one down. So just in chronological order, you can go here. You can see I've had dozens of other questions. I love this stuff. I love going through these different hypotheticals so I can show people what I would do if I were facing that same situation. Now I clicked on create thread. Okay. AI tools, create thread right here. When I think of a thread, I think of pulling like on a sweater and kind of pulling the string and making it unravel a little bit to see where we're going with it. And that just helps me visualize how this works. So we're going to pull on that sweater, but we're only pulling on one sweater. We're not pulling on a sweater from every single state, every single court case, every single podcast, blog, Reddit, all that stuff. That's why contextualization is important. So we click on contextualize in that corner, go to Chesapeake. Your city right here is going to be our state is Virginia. So Chesapeake, Virginia, 23322. That's where I'm at. I'm going to upload some HOA docs. This is actually in Arizona, but it'll work for this. All right. We're going to do just a simple general contextualization. Actually, let's do this. Let's do maintenance. Okay. Save changes. And I'll give you guys a real quick maintenance question, but right now it's contextualizing. So my screen's going to get really choppy and blurry, but hopefully my words aren't. What it's doing right now is it's getting rid of all the noise in the world, and it's focusing down. It's taking our Supreme Court rulings. It's taking dicta. It's taking recent judicial opinions that are at a federal and like a larger government level. Then it's going to take our state issues with our homeowners association acts, any type of state policy that's implemented to protect homeowners and HOAs. And then it's going to go down to our local city and zoning ordinances. It's going to go to health codes and safety codes. And then it's going to go down to those CC&Rs with specific bylaws and things like that. So it renders it down super focused. And now it's about to go to work. So we focus on maintenance, right? So let's say my grandmother, HOA, won't repair trip hazard on the sidewalk. How can I communicate importance of this issue to the board and get it fixed? Reasonable, right? Say your grandma is, okay. Do you see how quick that was? The contextualization takes longer, but as soon as it's in here, it's in it. Document the issue. gather support, review. So it builds a checklist. I'm going to save this right here to our action plans, which is our next phase. So that action plan is saved. But let's say we want to, first one, document the issue. Okay, well, let's go further. How do I document the issue? Take photographs, record details, take note of the conditions, gather incident reports, compile relevant laws and guidelines, create a written summary, and organize your evidence. It's pretty cool, right? Can you draft me a sample written summary? I'm not good at writing, right? But I can ask questions. I think anybody can. Look at that. That's pretty good, right? Observations, photographic evidence, description of the hazard, applicable regulations according to those things in the mission HOA. So it kind of breaks it down. It helps. So if it were me in their situation, this is what I would do. And that's what we do in the strategy sessions, which is our next plan, right? So AI tools, the action plans, there's that action plan right there that we clicked on, pulls it right back up. Strategy sessions are where people come here and tell me what they're doing. I'm like, look, if I were in your situation, I don't live in Arizona. I'm not bar certified in Arizona. I'm not a lawyer. I am just your Sherpa. I'm just going to show you what I would do if I were in that situation. And then if it works for you, it kind of helps get you in a direction. And people just want solution. They want a little bit of clarity. And that's kind of what we're providing for a really, really great price at a very high speed with a lot of accuracy. So that's the strategy sessions. You can see there's some of the past ones there. The community hub, it's the same thing. You are not alone. A lot of people are dealing with this. This is a very, very frustrating thing to deal with, especially something so important as your home. People feel powerless. If you live paycheck to paycheck or if you're in a fixed income, you could feel like you're being overwhelmed. People are very hostile about this. Some people are scared. There's some people that are vindictive and revengeful. This allows people to have access to the information in order to advocate for themselves. And no one is ever a better advocate than you are. People deserve access to the information, the right information. Where we live in a world where access to information is no longer an issue, the problem is the right information at the right time in the right context. And that's what we're bringing you with Action HOA. We're super, super excited about this offering. I cannot wait to meet the community. I cannot wait to talk to many of you about these things and see how we're changing people's lives for the good. And I hope to see you in the future. My name's Dave. Have a good night, and see you in the strategy sessions.